Hello, my family. Today's devotional is going to be called Follow Up. I've been talking about uh, being born again and what that means. And I want to talk about what to do after someone tells you they want to accept Jesus Christ. So let's get into it. Once again, this is extraordinary. In my prayer time, I happen to be looking at Psalm 39, and it gives me my study that I want to share with you. So, Psalm 39, starting in first verse, it says, I will guard my ways that I may not sin with my tongue. I will guard my mouth with a muzzle so long as the wicked are in my presence. I was mute and silent. I held my peace to no avail, and my distress grew worse. My heart became hot within me. As I mused, the fire burned, then I spoke with my tongue. So I will guard my ways so I do not sin. I talked about when a person comes to Christ and they go home, they go out into the world, and everybody pulls out their clubs and they say, "We gotta get this knocked out of you. You're nuts. You've got some problems." So it's very important that we understand that church, which we are the church, and when we present ourselves to people and tell them the good news, we do need to follow up. And by that, I don't mean we need to hound them or act like fanatics, but we need to offer them a lifeline. We need to offer them our availability. We need to let them know that we're there to help them, to answer their questions, to introduce them to people in our church family, people that they can understand are all fighting the same kind of battle, so that they can relate to it and understand that you're not alone in this. This is normal. People are going to try and talk you out of this, and here's why. So let me continue. In verse 4 of Psalm 39, O Lord, make me know my end, and what is the measure of my days. Let me know how fleeting I am. Behold, you have made my days a few breaths, and my lifetime is as nothing before you. That should be sobering. What is the point of this? In a past devotional recently, I said that the time for salvation is now, and this is why. We are here for a few breaths compared to eternity. We don't have a lot of time to reach people. Um, we have to take advantage of that fact. We have to have an inner sense of urgency that, okay, you accepted God. Now what? This is what this is what could happen to you when you go out and you start telling people about this. This is how they're going to respond to you in some ways. And this, don't be surprised when this happens. In fact, if it does and you get discouraged or you get worried, give me a call. We'll talk it through. Um, you need to be that relationship. You need to be uh, someone that person understands, is trying to help them, and they can be vulnerable with them when they talk about what they believe now, that this person will encourage them and not tear them down. Going on, verse 6, surely a man goes about as a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. Um, Man heaps up wealth and does not know who will gather. Deliver me from all my transgressions, my sins. Do not make me the scorn of the fool. I am mute. I do not open my mouth. So what are we saying here? Deliver me from the scorn of fools. So when I walk up to people and I say, look, I've had this experience. I have accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior. I want to change my life. And then what happens? They receive the scorn of fools. They have people who say, back away, just back away. You don't want to do this. This is not you. This is not the person I know. They're right. You're no longer the person they know. You are a new creature in Jesus Christ. No wonder they're startled. It's a normal reaction. Prepare for it. Let them know that this is how it's going to be. People are going to be uh, surprised by the change in you. Be prepared for that. And although you're not yet a biblical scholar, you can certainly speak from the heart, and you can certainly speak about the peace and understanding that God has bestowed you with just in this short time in your new walk, this sense of hope, this sense of gratitude, this sense of salvation, this sense of, uh, wow, I've got God in my corner, and I've got his promises, and I feel so good about this. I mean, what is the harm with trying to be a good person? You ever wonder about that? So when you talk to someone and you say, I believe in God, and they tell you you're the idiot, ask them, what's wrong with me trying to be a better person? If I choose to be a Christian and I try and model myself after Christ and live a better life, where's the harm in that? Where's the foul in that? On the other hand, if I'm wrong, well, we'll all be dead anyway. It's not like it's going to bother any of us. We'll be in oblivion, right? But what if I'm right? What if you're wrong and I'm right? And you can help baby Christians with these kind of things. Let me go on here. I'm going to pick up in verse 12. Hear my prayer, O God, and give ear to my cry. Don't hold back your peace at my tears. I am a traveler with you, a guest, like all my fathers before me. Look away from me, that I may smile again before I depart and am no more. Yeah, when you put yourself out there, it can be lonely and it can be scary. But you've got to follow up. You've got to offer your hand to that person you gave the good news to and let them know that they can take it and you'll walk them through it. So very important. Talk to you later, church.